love your interviews too. I feel like I really didn't start listening to podcasts until like I started listening to yours.
Reminds me of a story. You have to understand how things are up here. Thank you very much. Reminds me of a story.
Alright, what's up everybody? It's Tejal here with another episode of What's the Biz with TJ. And I'm here with my good friend Chanda.
Hey, what's up y'all? It's Panda ALD.
Yes, so we are here to talk about Army of Dreamers, which is ALD, which is near and dear to my heart. Look at me swagged out.
I know, repping the brand.
Of course.
On point.
Thank you. You know, I'm a part of the Army of Dreamers. I got a dream, and we are Army.
That's simple.
So what is Army of Dreamers? Because I know a lot of people, every time I share something or I talk about it, they're like, what is Army of Dreamers?
Yeah. So Army of Dreamers is a motivational media platform, which it started out as just being the name and the name alone. I just was really frustrated in my own artist journey, and so I was like, let me create a company that expresses this feeling that I have. And so the Army came from the struggle of pursuing your dream, and then the dream is the whimsical aspect of it. Like, your dream is everything that you want, and the Army is the pursuit of that. So
that's, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be real. I know like half of this stuff. So it's already been deep to me. But I really like that because we never really, I think we focus a lot on the work of the dream instead of the dream itself, which both of them together, you can't have the dream without the work, and you can't have the work without having the dream.
Exactly.
So what would you say like your dream specifically is?
My dream has morphed over like the last like 3, 4, 5 years. Like every year it grows a little bit, but then it also changes. And so I believe that my dream is having a media company, like a fully functioning media company. So Army of Dreamers is a media company, but I want to have more shows on AOD. I want to have more personalities. So it's just one of those things. I look at AOD as like a baby Revolt or like a baby Vice TV. That's what I want ultimately. And the thing about AOD is we promote positive stories, and we'll continue to do that. So the thing that I like about the journey is continuing to find the positive in even some of the negative stories.
Yeah, so kind of like the Kobe story you just published. Yes. Yeah, there's so much negativity in his passing, but in it all, there's positivity as well. I think for me, in his death, it kind of motivated me to work harder, much like what happened with Nipsey. Whereas Nipsey I was always invested in my community, but his death was like, okay, now we really gotta get focused and figure out what it is that we're doing. So what's next for Army of Dreamers? What can people expect in the year 2020?
Well, first, like, I'm enjoying writing these articles. Like, I'm loving putting out content and the feedback it's been getting. I think I was a writer first and foremost before I was anything else. I've always loved music. I've always loved art. But writing has always been like my release to get my thoughts out. And so I just always was afraid to call myself a writer or just share my writing. So I had a blog, and it got like maybe 5 regular readers. But since then, doing articles for AOD, just putting it on more of a public platform versus just having a WordPress blog, it's just been great feedback. So I want to continue to do my blog and do it through AOD. So just have those thoughtful articles. I want to have more writers on the page. I want to have more interviewers, more podcasters. Like, this is the year where the Army is really starting to form. So people can really look forward to seeing so many more people involved on the platform. The website is going to continue to grow and grow to the point where it's going to look like a Shade Room or like a TMZ. But again, still skewing those stories to always be positive. So what you can look for AOD, other than just developing more content, more personalities, is merch. That's next.
And I got the exclusive.
You'll see events coming from AOD, collaborative events. It's just time. Like, I was trying to do a lot of stuff in the beginning, and it wiped me out. I had to take a break. So now I'm super ready and anxious to start rolling out some of these things with the collaborative efforts that I have coming from different organizations, different brands, and people who want to get involved. So
the event that you threw last year with the bar, what's the name of the bar? It was
the Elevator Brewery.
Yeah.
Annual thing now.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
It was just a great vibe, and just having Nate there with his band.
Yes, that band was dope. Shout out to Nate and everybody who was involved in that event. Shout out to Elevator Brewery as well. They're fostering and facilitating space for artists all the time, every day. So I'm always behind businesses who put forth an effort to help the artists.
So if I'm someone, I'm a stranger, and you're like, hey, you should check out ALD. Like, why? What are some things that ALD has for their audience?
What people get out of ALD, or speaking to someone who hasn't listened or seen anything on ALD, I would just shoot them to my platforms, mainly the website, thearmyofdreamers.com. And I would let them know, like, you're going to get you're going to be motivated from this platform, because it's such a simple thing to say, but it's very important. We don't have a lot of like authentically motivating content coming from people who are close to home. Like when you look in Dayton, Columbus, Cincinnati, a lot of the content is centered around a look. So it's just putting out content that is not really, it doesn't have a direction. With AOD, every piece of content we put out starts with a story and ends with a message. And those stories and messages are important. And I think a lot of what society is under now, we're not telling our stories as much. We're not sharing our experiences. And AOD, you're going to see a lot of shared experiences, a lot of shared perspectives. And it's just going to bring you together with the people who are tuned in and make you feel like you're a part of something. So.
Dang, that's dope.
Yeah.
I think one thing that I like about Army of Dreamers is that there's content for everybody. So along with all of that wrapped in is like visual, audio. If you're not somebody that listens to podcasts, you have videos to watch. If you're not somebody who watches videos, you have articles to read.
Yeah.
So there's just many different ways.
Thank you for noticing that. Because that was very purposeful.
So if you want to check out more of Chanda and see Army of Dreamers and just keep up with the platform, follow
AOD at AOD Media Group on Instagram, at Army of Dreamers on Facebook. TheArmyOfDreamers.com is the website. And then on our podcast platform, search Up From Here Podcast or Army of Dreamers.
Support Black media.
Yes, support Black platforms. And also, like, be open to the platforms who are Black media platforms, but showcase everybody, because we want to be inclusive as well.
And I'll see y'all next time.
See ya.
Bye.